Trying not to lose my shit. I'm just trying not to lose my shit.
Baby, I compare you to a kiss from a rose on the grave. You know the song was made solely for Batman Forever, right?
Yeah, I really honestly didn't think you would remember that.
Well, yeah, because like everyone loves Seal's "Kiss from a Rose," but most people don't know that Seal only made that song to go with the movie Batman Forever.
I don't think anybody knew who Seal was until like that movie popped up. But anyway, guys, welcome to another episode of TemGameBoyz. The son of a bitch.
No, people knew who Seal was. Seal was already a pretty big star at the time.
Oh yeah, like for me, because I knew who Seal was. I don't think a lot of other people knew who Seal was during the time, because
No, they did. Like, again, Seal, because like you don't just get an unknown artist. Like at the time, you don't just get like unknown artists to make like songs for your movie. You know,
yeah,
like people knew Seal. Seal was pretty big. He was a relatively new artist, but yeah, people knew who Seal was, Nico.
Oh yeah, no, this was like the 1980s.
No, I think Batman Forever came out in the
Like late 1980s, like early 1990s.
90s actually. Batman Forever came out in 1995.
Oh yeah, this was like, yeah, because I think 112 was still like a viable group during the time.
Yeah.
Didn't I not just pick up ammo? Didn't I? Okay. Sure. I know.
To be real, I would love a proper remake of Ratchet and Clank and not what the reboot gave us. Because like this final boss is really epic, but the reboot's final boss or the remake's final, the reboot's final boss is nowhere near as like cool as this one.
Actually, I would say the remake's final boss is way better. Like I understand they didn't have nothing with Chairman Drek, but it had a nice way to make it to a point where it was mainly Nefarious doing the thing.
I honestly would have kept Nefarious out of the story. I mean, I get introducing him, but my main issue is that he's a fleshy. He shouldn't be a squishy. Nefarious should not be a squishy.
Well, remember, at first he was, but he's... Oh, yeah, you know, you're right. Because I'm thinking when you say fleshy, like he's made out of flesh, but I'm like, that's how we started off, but then he ends up becoming a robot. Like that's why I was thinking the wrong thing.
Yeah, like he becomes a robot he's a robot way before we meet him.
Fair enough.
I mean, you can even keep the idea that Captain Quark was a bully to him.
Yeah, which kind of actually understand. It's like, you were 36.
God, I would love a Ratchet and Clank TV. I feel like so many video games would work perfectly as TV shows. Ratchet and Clank, Spyro, Psychonauts, Sly Cooper.
They could.
You know, we almost got a Sly Cooper TV show, by the way, and it got canceled because the Ratchet and Clank movie was shit.
Yeah. It's like, it could happen, but as I said, it's like really kind of hard to trust anybody doing any type of movies nowadays with video games.
Not movies, I said TV shows.
Or TV
video
shows.
Game TV shows.
Like,
yeah, but video game TV shows usually are like way better than films because the people working on the TV shows have either actually played the game or they, you know, genuinely want to make something decent. Like, say what you will about the Devil May Cry TV show, it's not a good adaptation, but it's still a good show. Like, I don't think Lady and Dante would ever actually kiss in the games, but in the show, it's still decent, you know?
I can agree with that. I would say I feel like they would. I feel like they would have a thing, but like it's like an old fling, you know what I mean?
Eh.
But
I mean, Lady has never Because, like, even after DMC3, I don't really think Lady would get along with Dante in the way that, you know, would lead to her wanting to date him.
It's possible.
I feel like a part of her still sees him as a filthy demon.
It's only because of her dad. You gotta blame Arkham for that one.
Which is funny, because it took me because, like, I recently got to, like, the reveal that Arkham and Jester are the same fucking guy.
You didn't know that?
I didn't recognize that at first. I just got to that part of the game, and I'm like, oh, they are the same fucking guy.
Yeah, they.
And I actually think it's really smart how the game handled that.
That's a shocker to me that you didn't realize that. That's well, like it's kind
I
of.
didn't realize it when I first started.
Yeah,
playing.
I was like, it kind of understandable that they did that, but I'm like, didn't they just show that in the like where he just like switched up right on the spot?
Oh no, yeah, that's the part I'm talking about. That's where I just got to.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just got to when he was switching.
Oh yeah, because you were getting your ass handed to you left and right by Virgil.
Yeah, because Virgil 2 without Beowulf is really fucking difficult.
Oh my goodness.
And I'm playing the fucking remaster for PlayStation 3 because I only have the games via PlayStation Plus Premium, meaning I can't switch the fucking.
Once I step on this ignition switch,
Okay. No, I understand what you mean, but like, I would honestly think that would be common. Honestly, no offense. Oh shit! 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 Oh shit!
One of those things the game doesn't tell you, so. Which I'm actually happy for. We need more video games that show, don't tell.
Right? Like how? What do you mean? In what way?
Like just showing stuff to let the player figure shit out. Cause like again, in this game, like again, DMC, like in DMC2, like fucking, then you can just smack those guys away with your wrench.
I got my To be honest, also, let's be real. To like do like certain things like this, the show to not telling the show.
Tell.
Yeah, I'm sorry. Like that cannot really happen nowadays. A lot of people are not the brightest in the fucking world.
I mean, sure, but that doesn't mean you shouldn't do it. Like just because, like if someone's too stupid to understand something being shown to them, then that's their fault.
Oh yeah, but then like at one point it's like it's also for those who like honestly cannot understand the idea of just simply doing visual looking on that. Like for instance, like some people have to go ahead and be told something so they like literally just be told, oh, you know what? Yeah, I need to do this. Like I need to go ahead and like walk up this building, or I need to go ahead and
I didn't mean like during gameplay or something. I meant like during, because like during gameplay, yeah, I get it. I get why a lot of people feel the need to have things like directly told to them, because we do kind of have that problem where in a lot of video games, it's pretty hard to figure out where the hell you're supposed to go.
Yeah.
So I do get that, but I'm talking about like storytelling wise. Like in DMC 3, we're not just straight up told that Arkham and Jester are the same fucking guy. No, it's literally shown to us by the two swapping goddamn places. And it's awesome. It's like one of the best scenes in the game. It's like the one scene in the game, although granted it is a little bogged down because once again, all the dialogue is mostly exposition.
Yeah.
Which is one of the reasons why I still think the writing for DMC 3 can be cleaned up if the game's ever got a proper remake.
Yeah, I don't think they need a remake though. Like I think people are like doing too much with the remakes and the remasters. I think they just need to slow that shit down a little bit.
Well, to some extent, I do agree. Like, yeah, we do need more like original games and whatnot, and I would prefer Devil May Cry 6 over a remake. But what I mean by that is, I mean, take what made the original game so goddamn fun, but also add in elements from the sequels that made them, you know, to make the games a lot more interesting. Like, for example, if I were remaking Devil May Cry 1, I would still keep the original tone of, like, you know, exploring the castle and trying to you know, learn what the hell is going on, having you go to all these different places, and basically making it to where it's like one big mystery box of shit, kind of like how it is in the first game.
Yeah,
Ah, damn it, you died.
yeah. That
But
I
I
don't know
would
why
make
it
it to
brings
where,
me all the way down here. God damn it! That's what I hate about it. It should not
but
bring me all
I'd
the way
make
down
it
there.
to, all right, yeah, but I'd make it to where the game, for the most part, I'd make it so that when the game shows you, like, as you're going through the game and you're going to, like, more combat-centered places, I'd make it to where the combat of the first game is a lot more similar to the combat of the third game. You know, like, making it to where you have the different styles. I'd also make it so that you could hold more than one weapon without having a constant weapon and, you know, hold more than two guns. No, like that whole thing. That's what I'd do. Like, I'd improve the original game. I'd add more level design, and I'd actually just have Dante and Lady interact more because that always frustrated me. At the end of the game, you're supposed to care about Lady, but she barely interacts with Dante. Not Lady, sorry, Trish. But she barely interacts with Dante, like, at all. Like, you're expecting me to take that scene where he's like, I was supposed to fill your darkness with light, or whatever the fuck he says at the end there. Like, you expect me to give a shit when these two barely even talked? I'd make it to where there are multiple missions in this game where the two are actually, you know, interacting with each other. Like, that's how a remake can improve a story. Because guess what? Because while I know you don't think the original game should be remade, I do, because I feel like it's a little dated in some areas, and especially the platforming.
Well,
I hate the platforming of the first game.
well, yeah, of course. I could agree that the platform was absolutely gutter, but then at one point it's like everything that I think at one point is what people got excited for the other games, especially for, like, even when 2 was coming out and 2 was gutter. It was like, I think it's what one had with that mysteriousness that actually made it a lot more better to go ahead and have people wait and everything. So,
Well, you can still have the mysteriousness. A remake doesn't take away the mystery.
well, it's the idea of not telling too much. That's what it is. Like, that's what I'm saying. Like, when it goes,
That's all the original game. Like, you do know Devil May Cry, the entire DMC series is like telling people what happened the game, right? Like, literally the first conversation Dante and Trish have with each other is about the fact that Dante is the son of the main antagonist, Mundus. Like, that's not revealed to us.
he's Sparta son.
Like, never. Not Mundus, Sparta. Like, that's not revealed to us through some, like, clever, like, camera tricks or, you know, visuals. That's just something the characters say. Same with, like, all the other fucking... Same with, like, a bunch of the other fucking characters as well. Like, what I'm saying is that in a reboot, or not a reboot, a remake of the original DMC games, you can fix a lot of those problems, which is what a remake is supposed to do. It's supposed to take what made the original great, improve upon it, also throw in a bunch of other neat stuff as well.
Like, are you
So again, I understand why people don't like remakes and reboots, because most of them usually fuck up the original idea. But I'm, you know, like, trying to imagine a perfect world where if we get a remake of DMC, it's not fucked up.
I see where this goes now. So, are you saying it in a sense like of like you want a little bit more complexity? Or, can I get off the rail? Can I get off the rail?
I don't think the game wants you off the rail. I think it likes you. I think it likes you rail dancing.
No, because
It's like, throw that ass in a circle. Throw that ass in a circle.
like, are you trying to add, like, is it the idea of adding more complexity to the story?
It's not so much just adding complexity to the story. It's just adding basic things that most writers nowadays would have in their stories. Like, again, instead of exposition, showing, not necessarily telling, having characters interact with each other more often. Like that, like those are things that most people would have in their stories by default now. These are just basics of storytelling that were not the basics back when the OG DMC game was released. So it's not even really adding much complexity, it's just improving the original story by adding in things that, you know, people would have in their stories nowadays. Like the idea of two of the main characters not talking to each other or interacting, that's blasphemous nowadays. What do you mean these two characters barely interact with each other, yet we're supposed to care about them? That's like that's storytelling 101. But since DMC came out at a time where video game stories weren't really the main focus, obviously they didn't care that much about that.
I wouldn't say it wasn't
that
the main focus. I think just more companies did it better like than others. So I would say like during the time like I would say like this is way like during the time where I would say like Square Enix was like majorly on the top with storytelling, or like there was like another I would say like an indie company doing it. Like
yeah, but like stories weren't the main focus for a lot of video game companies back then. Like for example, while yes, some companies did it better,
oh my
that was
fucking
because
god almighty, I need help. I'm about to just dead ass just go ahead and just like take somebody else's video and then put this shit over. Like god damn it.
please don't do that. We are already called ripoffs of other gamers enough. We don't need to add another reason to be called a ripoff.
Yeah, it's just like god damn it. It's like there's I don't remember this being too fucking hard.
Yeah, well, yeah. But as I was saying, like that's because storytelling in video games wasn't taken that seriously. The reason other companies were doing it better than others was because other companies wanted to tell stories with their games. Most video game companies at the time just wanted to make a game and get it over with. That was it. Nowadays, storytelling is a big deal in video games, which is why so many people are trying to tell stories. But back then, back in like the 90s, early 2000s, stories in games were not the main focus. It was the gameplay, which is why a lot of the stories are very dated.
I would agree with that, but I would say like yeah, I can understand your reasoning for wanting to do that whole major update to the series, but I would say like just like sometimes even if it's just saying trying to improve upon it. Sometimes even improving upon it could be a major thing where people don't want. It's just like leave it the way it is. Like certain things are already fine the way they are. It's like that's why I always like.
Yeah, but there are a lot of problems with the original games that don't make them fine the way they are. Like again, Devil May Cry 1, fun game. Like I love it, but a lot of the problems with Devil May Cry 1 could very easily be fixed in a remake slash remaster.
Okay, yeah, like the jumping could have been a major change. Like things
adding
like controls,
adding a lock-on feature.
I think it had a lock-on feature.
Yeah, but it wasn't good. Devil May Cry 3 has a better lock-on system than DMC 1.
Oh no,
and by lock-on, I meant like an auto lock-on. Like you know how in Kingdom Hearts where you have the blue lock-on thing, and then you have like the little transparent one, the little.
Oh no, you gotta hold the button to lock on something.
That's what I meant by lock-on. Like make it so that Dante can act like transparently locks on to the closest enemy to him or an enemy you're trying to face. Because again, there's a reason why people prefer lock-on in like other video games because it was better. We just ran into a bomb.
Yeah, I've never really heard anybody complain about the lock-on, honestly. It's like, I don't, like, mainly I didn't think that was the problem. I think it was just more about the idea trying
Plus, a lot of the rooms were fucking claustrophobic as shit.
Yeah, you were majorly claustrophobic in a fucking...
And the camera constantly fought you.
Well, yeah, I can see that because that game honestly was supposed to be a Resident Evil game.
Yeah, everyone knows that. Everyone knows that this was originally supposed to be Resident Evil 4.
So,
and
those things were claustrophobic because of the items.
Yeah, but I would have, again, this is what I mean, like, plus, again, like, I feel like Devil May Cry is the perfect series to be remade. Because there are some series that definitely don't need to be remade. Like Ratchet and Clank, the original Ratchet and Clank games still hold up to this day. Yeah, they're a little clunky, but goddamn it, their combat, their platforming, it's timeless, alright? It would be like trying to remake Mario 64, which you don't have to, because it's pretty straightforward and fun. Like, it's timeless. It doesn't need to be remade. Then you look at Devil May Cry 1, and then Devil May Cry 3, which, again, really fun, but still has some of the same problems the first game did, especially with the fucking camera. And lo and behold, there's room for improvement. And I feel like if there's room for improvement, make the improvements.
Oh, I can agree with that.
And as someone business-minded as you, Nico, I'm surprised you didn't see this. I'm surprised you didn't see this sooner.
Like what?
You see, Jimbo, there's a lot of money to be made in remakes, but the thing is, you have to make a remake that actually fundamentally understands what made the original so fun.
You see, because I don't worry about, in my opinion, I think in certain aspects, just worrying about that on a, like, in certain aspects is being petty. It's like, cool, we can do anything to improve upon it, but then it could be either you want to improve upon it because you feel like it could be better, where other people would think it's perfectly fine. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Like when I look at something like the Devil May Cry games, I'll admit that my biggest issue with the Devil May Cry games is the fact that their stories are a little too cheesy. And not cheesy in a good way, cheesy in a I feel like y'all could be doing so much better kind of way. Like, I like the cheesiness in some aspects, but in other aspects, it feels like, how do I say it? Like, it feels like the cheesiness either doesn't take itself. I don't really know exactly how to say it, but it's like, you know, when a video game has a very outdated or like weird story thing that they throw in there, like they throw in a story that you're like, okay, this probably shouldn't be in like a newer story or something. That's kind of what I feel like this is. Like
So-
Devil May Cry.
It depends on what you're pointing at with it. That's what I mean. Like
Like, for example, can you use the stun cannon? Oh, you can!
yeah, I was like, you know, why the fuck have I not used this?
You can't use them on the missiles. They're too fast.
No, but
Yeah, but like, okay, like specifically, Dante, like, as I said before, Dante interacting with Trish in the first game. For some reason, Dante barely interacts with Trish in the first game, yet we're supposed to care about them. A remake could easily fix that by actually having some of the missions have them interact. Dante and Nero in Devil May Cry 4. I genuinely think a remake of Devil May Cry 4 could actually fix that problem. The fact that you have to fight the same bosses multiple times is also an issue that Devil May Cry 4 has.
that
I shouldn't have to fight the same bosses 3 fucking times, god damn it.
you know what? That seems to be a you problem. I've seen that's a good part of the game.
Okay, look, in some cases I get why you have to fight the same bosses, but I also feel like the game shouldn't have you go through the exact same area, not the exact same areas, but have you go through the exact same areas as Dante. I love playing as Dante, but I don't think going through the game backwards is substantial gameplay. Why haven't you gotten any weapon crates? I mean,
that's why I'm thinking my fucking self. Like, where are the weapon crates?
is it because you're using the suck cannon?
Could be that, but I don't understand. That shouldn't be a reason. Because they also come with health crates. I don't understand. Plus, I don't have any health or anything for this. I don't get this.
Can you use like the I don't know, I'm trying to think. Can you use any of the gloves?
I'm using right now.
Okay, yeah, because I was wondering why you weren't using any of the gloves.
Yeah, apparently.
I know we're not using the bomb gloves. Maybe the mine glove?
You see, like, I don't like where's my fucking, I can't even use this piece of shit because it's not letting me, it's not even reaching a certain distance. Oh, now you come with weapon crate.
Okay, there. Yeah, it's because you were using the suck cannon. They're like, oh, you found another.
You found another
Okay, you don't
way to cheat, you asshole. Thank you.
No, I mean it's not cheating. I think that's like done on purpose because you're using the. You have another weapon, so you don't need these weapons.
Yeah, and then they give me the one that I don't fucking need, which is ridiculous. Like,
I want to get rid of them bots.
it does it for me, so. But is this kind of my fault since I can't fucking seem to jump at the time when I need to fucking jump?
It'd be so cool if you had the Rhino right now.
It would be so cool, but I'm not wasting money. I'm not trying to take all that time to collect fucking money for a goddamn weapon.
Alright, when I play the second game, I'm definitely getting the Rhino. I love the Rhino.
Yeah, because
It's one of my favorite weapons in fiction.
like it's literally, I ain't gonna lie. This thing is horse shit right now.
It's literally called the Rip You a New One. How can you not like it?
No. It's not that I don't like it. It's just that like to spend like a couple million $1,000,000 on a fucking weapon. I'm sorry, I can barely get even a couple thousand. That
It's supposed to save me. You know, I think that's why in the later games of Ratchet and Clank, they introduced the arenas, because you can keep replaying the arenas in order to grind for money.
I was cool with the arenas. I love the arenas. I love the arenas. The arenas were fun. Oh, I'm gonna.
Oh, now you're doing this shit. All right. Okay. Yeah, you weren't doing that earlier. Now you're doing it now.
And this is the main thing that's a problem here.
Get to the rails. Get to the rails. Haha, you can't get me now, can you, bitch?
Alright, so now I need to fucking get away.
Devastate this motherfucker's ass.
Okay, so I got enough ammo for the...
Devastate your ass. Oh my god, that is fucking... Oh, that was a beautiful line from me.
Where the fuck are you
Wait,
going?
Why are you going out there, you ass dick? You ass dick. Wow, my insults are getting creative.
Oh yeah, I was like, please come up with another one. Oh my goodness. Come on, you fucker! I'm gonna kill you. I am going to murder your ass. Come here. This is where you use a devastator.
Me? You ain't nothing but a slut to me.
Oh, you got to
Damn it,
be
he
fucking kidding me.
He fucking sniped your ass.
You gotta be fucking kidding me. Dude, I'm seriously gonna go ahead and call this a whole fucking playthrough if I have to lose this one more time. I cannot do this again. I will lose my sanity. I will lose my fucking sanity.
Are you going insane in the membrane?
No.
That's a nice one.
This is where I like the remakes and I like the new games of Ratchet and Clank better because they actually improve.
Because they're easier.
No, they're not easier.
They are much easier. Trust me. I've played the new Ratchet and Clank games. They are way easier than this shit.
So-
Tools of Destruction is a cakewalk compared to this game.
So have I. I can say that they did more improvements on the weapons. That's why.
Oh yeah, the weapons are way better.
Yeah, that's what I gotta say. The improvements on the weapons. You see, and I be jumping over these goddamn things, and then all of a sudden I can't freaking do nothing with it.
That's because back in the day, hitboxes were very specific. Like, game developers back then thought that they needed to make their games as realistic as... Well, I mean, they still try to make their games as realistic as possible. But back then, they would map the hitbox almost perfectly to the character, which meant if you got hit, there was no room for error. There was nothing. You got hit, motherfucker.
Yeah,
You getting hit today, bitch.
yeah. Well, that makes sense, especially like where back down live hitboxes, even in fighting games, were terrible.
Yeah, but nowadays... Like, most people don't make their hitboxes like that because they realize, oh, the player, like, even if it is fair, we still need to be on the side of the players, which is why most hitboxes nowadays are actually a lot more forgiving. Like, for example, there are moments in games like fucking Hollow Knight where you probably should get hit and you probably should fucking die, but you don't. And it's because the game developers are on your side.
So basically, you're giving them okay to be like a little bit more easier at the game.
Well, yeah, that's kind of like that's literally what I'm saying.
Yeah.
They're like because like it's something I learned in my game development classes that for the most part, video game developers will give you, like, they will change the hitbox so that it's a lot wider. It's not specific to the individual character. It's like it's not 100% perfectly mapped to the character, so it can give you more of a chance to actually, you know, beat the game, which I think is pretty neat because it means that, yeah, even if video game developers aren't perfect, they're still looking out for us.
So intentionally, you're just telling me that that a lot of people, they were doing better jobs to let us win the game and not actually earn the shit.
Well, no, you're still earning the shit. They're not making the game entirely easy. They're just changing the hitbox so it's not like, you know, fucking. So it's not, I guess, unfair would be the right way. Like they're making it so that it's not 100% this. I don't know how to say it.
Like,
I guess the best way I can say it is that it's not 100% all like going to always hit you just because you fuck something up. It gives you more of a safe space, more leeway.
Okay.
You know, they're giving you leeway.
Okay, so that's just what you were saying, Young Squire. I did not understand. All right, so I would say, yeah. Like I can't really say I've experienced that, depending on what game it is. Even with Hollow Knight, I think
Like, has there ever been a moment in a Hollow Knight where you land in the enemies, like and the enemy has like a slash animation that goes like right over you, and it looks like it should have hit you, but it doesn't because you dodged it? Or or how in Dark Souls, when you dodge through an enemy's attack, that's basically what that is. That is like the game developers being on your side and making it so that you're not getting killed or hit at the wrong time.
I would say I would understand, kind of, no, like, because I think most of the time, like I guess because most of the time the reason why I got hit is because it was mainly my fault. So I could.
Well, yeah, obviously, but that's, you know, that's what I mean by that. Like when the that's what I mean by that. The game developer, when they make, like, when you dodge through an attack or when you do something like that, that's the game developer being on your side.
Oh, okay. So like having the ability to do things like a dodge or something like that.
Well, not just to dodge, but like, you know how sometimes when an enemy attacks you and you dodge through it, like, you should probably have gotten hit there realistically. That is the game dev being on your side.
Oh, so like having like a dodge move and then like you're like going past like an enemy instead of just taking the hit from the enemy's hitbox or something like that.
Exactly. Yeah.
Okay.
Like I said, in Dark Souls, when you dodge through enemy attacks, like, oh, a sword clips through your body. That shouldn't happen, but it does.
Okay, I can understand that a little bit now.
I keep forgetting that. Yeah.
Keep forgetting what?
I keep forgetting nothing. I keep forgetting that as someone who's been like researching game design since he was like 4, a lot of this stuff isn't common knowledge.
Yeah, to be honest, I've started doing a lot different with game development a lot later on in my years.
Yeah, I've been into video games since I first saw Kingdom Hearts.
Yeah.
Which, I'm gonna be real, it's kind of funny that Sonic the Hedgehog and Kingdom Hearts were the 2 video games that got me into the idea of video games in the first place. When, well, that's usually like when usually most people get into video game design off of shit like Call of Duty and, like, you know, more advanced and extreme games.
Oh, speaking of games, so you know about what's going on with Forza right now?
What's happening with Forza?
So people are review bombing it because it has they them freaking pronouns.
I need people to get a fucking life. I'm tired of people. I'm sick of people. I just don't want people to exist anymore.
I've gotten to a point where it's like sometimes talking is no longer an option. You really gotta get rid of
Let them be.
It's
like, why do you fucking care? It's not ruining the game. It's still Forza. You're still racing. All right. It's still the game that killed the Need for Speed franchise.
Well, they are racers in a racing game, so in a sense they are racists. So Get it?
Shut the fuck up.
Shout out to Kobe and Tanner for that joke.
But, like, come on, like, why do you care so goddamn much that the racing game has fucking they them pronouns?
I don't know. People, you gotta understand. Like, there was a thing called Gamergate, my friend, where
I know what Gamergate was. It was just a bunch of dumbass dudes harassing women on. And I don't get it. Why do this shit? Like, why do you care so much about something as simple as other people feeling included? That would be like getting mad at a mall because it has a Hanukkah section next to the Christmas display. Like, who's dumb enough to get mad at that?
a lot of people.
Like, people have actually gotten mad at that?
A lot of people are mad about the dumbest of things always. I'm gonna wait till your bitch ass comes over here.
Don't get cocky now, Nico. Don't take unnecessary hits.
Oh. Now all of a sudden,
Oh, this bitch is throwing. Oh, this bitch throwing spears.
there's no way I'm gonna lose this. If I lose this shit, I'm gonna be very, very upset, Joshua.
I know you will. You're a very, very upset man. You get upset at a lot of things.
It fucking sucks that it doesn't throw health. Like, I could use some type of fucking health or something. But no, you raggedy bitches don't want me to have anything.
I hope the gloves of doom can help.
I hope they do too. Oh yeah, the drones. Completely forgot the drones.
Why is the game slowing down?
I don't know. There's so much shit going on.
Oh, that's probably why.
Remember, these type of games couldn't handle shit. A lot of these freaking things nowadays. Remember?
Yeah.
That's why a lot of like my PlayStation 2 games crashed. Oh my fucking god, Joshua.
Yeah, okay, well, this is an episode.
Yeah, we're done with this. We're done with this playthrough. I'm not doing this again.
Go play some. No, you can. No, don't be done with the playthrough. Just call it an episode, and we'll try again like next time.
I really don't want to try this again. I really don't. I will lose my mind.
Why? Oh, come on, Nico. You're so close. All right, this is what gamers have had to put up with for years. Okay, we're used to this type of shit. We know.
Fine. One more episode. If we don't get this in one more episode, I'm done with it. That's
okay. I feel like you should save all your Devastator ammo though, because you're able to get the guy down like his first two phases. You're able to get him down his first two phases with just the blaster. So save your Devastator ammo for the last phase.
Yeah, but that's if they gave me the fucking ammo. But it's all right. We'll do it next time. All right, guys. Definitely subscribe. Definitely leave a like, leave a subscribe, turn on your notification, hit that bell, and stay tuned for another episode of TemGameBoyz.
Bye, guys.
The abnormal is normal.